interaction with somebody that you could impress the person, where the person goes back and says, I want to do some kind of business with you. That one opportunity could completely change your life. Don't screw it up. Be prepared for it. That's one school of thought. Who is right? I'm going to tell you a story here. It's 2012-2013 NBA season. The Miami Heat are facing off the Pacers. That year, the Pacers were very strong. They had a strong center, Hibbert, and they're going against each other. Miami has LeBron, Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh, and this is a good matchup. They go in the playoffs. Game 1, Miami against the Pacers. There's only 2.2 seconds left on the shot clock. Pacers are ahead, 102-101. The game is in Miami. If Pacers win, this is a big statement to the world. And it hurts Miami because they beat them in their home. What happens with 2.2 seconds left? The coach, I know this because he's a Laker coach, not Vogel, decides to take Hibbert out. He sits him down. I'm like, what are you doing? This guy's playing incredible defense. You got to keep him in. He takes him out. Inbound pass to who? LeBron James. By the free throw line. LeBron turns around, goes in for the left-handed layup with 0 left on the shot clock. They win the game. Everybody's jumping all over the place. Afterwards, commentators are talking, and everybody says, well, you know, this sometimes happens, but they got to come back, and this one you got to be mentally tough, and this one you got to, and I bet the coach in the locker room, he's probably saying this. What do you think the coach is saying in the locker room? We're going to be all right. We can make the recovery. Kenny Smith turns around, who's a 2-time champion with the Houston Rockets, with Akeem Olajuwon. He says the following thing here. He says, I don't know if I agree with you guys. So what do you mean? I just don't agree with you. Why not? Says, look, to assume that you're going to go back to the finals again, it's very naive. He says, I have a lot of friends that I played basketball with for a long time, great basketball players. And they had a chance one time to go to the finals and win, and they didn't. And they thought they were going to go back, and many times they never, ever went to the finals ever again, and they never got a chip. And the name of the game is getting a chip. Never went back again. I sat there and I'm listening to Kenny saying, wow, pretty powerful statement. A little bit demoralizing. Not the most optimistic statement you want to hear. But guess what happened? They never went to the championship ever again. And they could have that series. They actually could have won to the championship. We could today be saying that the Pacers were a one-time champion during that time, and LeBron would have only had 2 rings instead of his 3. But what happened? They choked. They didn't make the right decision. The opportunity presented itself. They didn't make the right decision. How does this apply to you and I? You know, these weird times that we're living in with the coronavirus and the pandemic, these are very weird times. There's going to be a very small community of people, I guarantee you, that are sitting around saying, I don't know why I'm optimistic about something good happening for me around the corner. Everybody's telling me it's the end of the world. Zombies going to be running out here soon. Apocalypse, Armageddon, whatever you want to call it. All these videos going viral and posing so much fear. I think everything's going to be all right, okay? That small community, post-pandemic, a crazy opportunity is going to present itself to them. And they're going to capitalize. But it's also going to be a majority of people in the world who during these times are going to get softer. They're going to get casual. They're going to pick up bad habits. They're going to watch so much TV. They're probably going to put on 5 to 10% of their body weight, gaining 5, 10, 15, 20 pounds of weight. Just get a little bit more, casual with their energy. And that opportunity is also going to present itself to those people, but they're not going to be ready for it. My challenge to you is don't take these times lightly and get caught and glued to the TV, watching every other news as if you have any major influence to be able to slow this thing down, unless if you're somebody that's directly working with pharma or directly working with scientists or Fauci or the president, unless if you're somebody involved with helping come up with the cure, keep at it, study every single thing that's going on. But if you're not, this is a very good time to recreate yourself. So when that great opportunity presents itself, you capitalize.
And I'm here to share with you, family, that the opportunity has, in fact, indeed, presented itself. Welcome. I'm Brother Eric Ture Muhammad, and I'm here with you to share this opportunity with those of you who are on this line and those who are here, maybe here for the first time or might just be migrating over straight from the power call. You are clear and understand that you have been looking for a better way, and we're here to share with you that you've come to the right place. A little bit about your brother and friend. I am a bronze director in the world of Wealthbuilders Worldwide, as an independent affiliate Karatbars International. I'm a son of freedom fighter, Kwame Ture. Many of you know him as Stokely Carmichael. I'm a member of the Nation of Islam, and my wife, Falami, and I are successfully building a global economy from the comforts of our own home, and we share with others how to do the same. What exactly do we do? Well, we start you off with a gold home-based business. We save gold for ourselves. We share this opportunity with others to do the same, and thus it creates duplication. It's all about dreaming and dreaming bigger. To understand your why, you got to know where you are in the world. You have to know what it is that you want out of life. But many of us do not. Many of us are clueless and have been walking aimless for many years. Ben Franklin, the philanthropist, he would say that we live until we're 18, but then we're buried at 65. God knows what happens between that time. And many of us existed just like that. We had dreams younger. We had desires younger. There are things we wanted to do with our life, but then all of a sudden, something came along that tripped it up or suppressed it. Well, today we live in a world, within a world of non-dreamers, but we're in the world, but not of the world. Because we dream, we believe, and we manifest our realities. In front of you, you see there Mr. and Mrs. Tyrone Best. They are the CEOs and founders of Wealthbuilders Worldwide. And they produced a book and a life that guides us into the direction of how to make a difference with our lives by being dreamers once again. The Dream Chaser Manifesto. It's a dreamer's guide to surviving in a jungle of non-dreamers. So in order to get there, we had to tackle these two questions. Number one, where are you in life right now? I mean, right now. Many of you have been sitting on couches and chairs and staying in the homes for closed orders, closed home orders, or inside homes. We're restricted in our lifestyle that we knew before the pandemic. It was considered quite normal. And it might have been one that you really, truly enjoyed. But now you have a new reality. And you have to think about not only where you are right now, but where you'd like to be in the future. Now, the distance between those two questions is a choice. It's a decision, and it's yours to make. But let me help you with that decision. Let me help you fuel the thought process by mentioning this. If you keep doing for the next 10 years what you did for the last 10 years, will you reach your goals? Did the last 10 years tell you today that you'd be sitting home wondering if your job is going to come back? Did the last 10 years tell you that today you'll be wondering where and how you'd like to be remembered? Did the last 10 years give you anything to suggest that we'd be dealing with a deflated currency, no money, no means of income, a stalled employment, a stalled income? The truth is, we don't have enough time to keep doing what we've been doing. We say if you always do what you've always done, you will continue to get what you've always gotten. See, this timeline is very simple. It tells it all. 21 years or more, we go through education from 5 all the way up through grad school, many of us. And it qualifies us not to create a society that people can rely on. We become a part of the society. We obtain degrees to have a role in society. Not that it's not important, but where do we lead? Where do we create? Where do we grow? Many of us find ourselves in jobs. There are roles in society. But what has the job done for many of us? 40 years of our lives, 40 hours a week, and retiring on 40% less income than what we were earning in the first place, and not really knowing the promise of retirement. You know, retirement in this society tells you that you do it at 60, 65, or what have you, but truth be told, retirement has nothing to do with age. It has everything to do with money. And if you had the money, would you work that long, for so long, in not so much the profession, but in a role that may not fulfill your dream or showed you where you are or showed the world who you are? And then there's some of us who worked and enjoyed what we were doing, and we saw value in it. But then now we're forced to downsize our situation. We're forced to downsize our existence. Money's not going as far. Money's not as plentiful. Or is it that we just don't know what money is? We downsize. We have to find a way to adjust. So that dream home we wanted is no longer there for us. That dream vacation, or that travel around the world, or paying off the things that we want to do for our children, it's not there. Some of us even find ourselves going back to work, coming out of the so-called retirement, because we can't live on the fixed no income. So either we get out and do it, we get out and move, we get up and thrive, or we resign ourselves to truly rest. We should not want that to be the reality, to remember for struggling all of our lives. We want to be able to have these conversations with our new budding families. We want to be able to talk about the happiness, the joy, what you have to look forward to in life. It should not rest on having to go to school 12 years, college for 4 more years, and work until you die. There's a better way. You should not have this look. So what's the problem? See, because when we identify the problems, folks, we know exactly what we're dealing with. The problem that we find ourselves dealing with is that we can't outpace inflation. We can't outpace the cost of living. You can't outwork an exponential inflation with a linear income. Linear means when you clock in and you clock out, whatever happens in between that, that's what you're paid for. See, the paycheck used to do something for us. The paycheck used to be something that handled the taxes for the country, and there was enough left over for you to do what? To live off of, to leverage yourself, to build a comfortable home, to handle all of your insurances and crises, and have something left over for your golden years. That hasn't happened for people in decades. Again, you don't have enough time to keep doing the same thing. Warren Buffett, one of the great investors of today, he said, if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. There's a lot of truth to that, which Mr. Buffett says. However, as you hone in to understanding the core, the root of the problem, Mr. Michael L. Dalco came with this statement and let you know that if you don't know what real money is, you'll work until you die. You see, anything defined as money, he said, must be a store of value. It must store your labor. It must be as worth as much or more in the future as it is today. Well, in Wealthbuilders, we identify what money is. We identify what it is that you have to do to create and build the money, build your wealth, build your value, and allow that instrument to store your value. In Wealthbuilders, we teach 4 keys to building wealth. We create residual income. We help you to understand and accumulate appreciating assets. We affectionately call that the AAA, right? An asset is a value instrument that grows over time. Can your dollar grow over time? You see? We outdistance, and outpace inflation because we identified the asset. Well, what is that asset? It's gold. Gold is the purest of assets. Gold has weight. Gold stores your value. And when you're able to create this as a part of a key, or when this is a key to your wealth building machine, then what happens is you outdistance, outrun, outpace inflation, and you utilize the advantages of the tax code. You don't end up growing up confused and then perplexed as an adolescent or teen, having nothing to look forward to but taxes, taxes, taxes. Take a look at Mr. Donnie.
Oh my gosh.
Where's all your money gone, Donnie?
Taxes. 6, 9, 10, 11. Let me fix my houses.
Bug, it's okay. It's part of the game.
No, it's not. It's not fun.
It's not fun to what?
It's the worst part of the game.
Oh, it's what?
Taxes.
Boy, that is not a future that any child should have to look toward. Listen, family, taxes could take as much as 40% of your income that you work so hard for over your career. In fact, Every day we face taxation. Do you know how expensive it is to have, maintain, or keep a job? Now, again, I'm not knocking the role in society, but what I'm saying is there's other factors that should have been calculated into when you agreed to take the job. For instance, you have to doll yourself up and get ready. There's a cost attached to that. You have to make sure you have enough nourishment so you can get through your work shift or your day. There's a cost that's associated with that. You have transportation, whether it be public transportation, whether it be a car, you have gas, you have Uber, you have Lyft. You have a cost associated with everything that propels you towards an hourly wage. But none of that was calculated or even factored in when it came time for you to accept the opportunity to be the residual income for someone else. What do we do about that? Mr. Robert Kiyosaki, one of the great entrepreneurs, real estate moguls, and finance whiz, so to say, financial whiz. He introduced to us a flow known as the cash flow quadrant, which identifies and articulates plainly why we find ourselves working more for less. And it's because as an employee, or even as the self-employed, meaning those who own a job, in those roles, you can build no leverage wealth-wise. You put in time, you put in energy, you put in time away from home, away from family, and you work and work and work practically around the clock if you're self-employed, almost around the clock. I got used to when I had to double up on overtime and things like that nature, thinking it was making money. But he encourages us to get on the other side of that quadrant, because when you have a system, a business that submits to a system, then you find a way to make money work for you as opposed to working for it. So what we're saying here is you can be in business for yourself, but you need a leveraged business, one that maximizes both the B and I quadrants, ones that submit to a system that almost appears fail-proof or foolproof. In fact, do you know on the other side of that quadrant, E and S, you put in 90 to 95% of the work, but only get 5% of the wealth? But on the other side of this quadrant, when you maximize B and I, oh my good, then you find yourself achieving just the opposite. You find yourself growing into the 90 to 95% of the wealth with very little effort on your part because of what you've redeemed: time, location, and financial freedom. So those 4 keys that we talked to you about, we absolutely conquer and address in Karatbars International as a wealth builder. It's a culture in Wealth Builders Worldwide. We teach you how to create residual income. We help you to accumulate appreciating assets by showing you how and showing you and identifying the way by which you can attain the goal, as well as the culture of maintaining it and providing it for yourselves. We talk about creating legacy wealth. We're talking about recreating a generational presence. We outrun, outpace, and outdistance inflation, and we take full advantage of the tax codes. Yeah, everything is legal, moral, morally correct, honest, on the up and up, straight up and down righteous, and you're going to learn why. See, because Karatbars International is an e-commerce company based in Stuttgart, Germany, and our product is gold. We are in the people building business as wealth builders. That's why we're here with you today. But our product is what you've been seeking all of your life: money. See, we were founded in 2011, and we're in 146 countries now, and we specialize in this now. We are the world's largest providers of gold bullion in small increments. We make it available, high quality gold instruments, gold products rather, in transaction friendly ways. There you see on the right, that's our office there in Stuttgart, Germany, our headquarters. And to the left, you see that we're just adjacent, across the street from the Mercedes-Benz headquarters. This is our founder and visionary, Dr. Senator Harold Constantine Zeitz, 2-time author, Future Money and Think Big. But on top of that, he tells us his mission. He says, my mission is to produce the highest quality gold available in the market, make it easily accessible to the masses of honest people around the world at a price point everyone can afford. My goal is that Karatbars helps millions find financial freedom from the current system of debt. Dr. Sykes goes on to say, and he's quoted, who owns gold has always money. He's not the only one that's always understood that. You have JP Morgan, who also understood that gold is money. He says everything else is credit. You have a Federal Reserve pumping trillions of pieces of paper into the world every day, trying to get us to chase that dollar, that cash, but it's trash, family. Because you remember, money has to be a store of value, and it has to be able to store your labor. Anything that stores has to have weight, okay? Anything. Paper, we burn it, we smoke it, we write on it, okay? We wipe with it, we blow into it. But beyond those essentials, there's very little that the paper can do for you. Hey, he knew that gold was always accepted. How come the Federal Reserve never told you? Did you learn it in school? Did you learn it coming through your career? However you learned it, hopefully you learned it before today and you brought others with you. But if you're learning it today, we're going to show you how to affect the world. You're going to be that servant leader. Robert Kiyosaki said gold is God's money. Man, he's telling the truth there. So let us show you some of God's product. Here's our gold. This is our cash gold, family. Now, it's secure because each cash gold card is equipped with a blacklight authentication feature on the front. It's physical, meaning this is not something that you're promised. It's not a EFT. This is not a TTF, rather, ETF. This is not a certificate that you're sent to and it says that you own gold, but you don't know exactly where it is, and you have to have a certain amount of it in order to attain a little of it. No, this is physical gold. It is not an ETF. It can be stored for free in Karatbars on your own account, your free gold savings account, or it can be shipped to you at a press of a button. But it's so tangible, it's also digital. You can digitize your gold. It can be used like a digital currency to purchase within our ecosystem. Not only within our ecosystem, but you can convert it to exchanges, meaning you can take it anywhere that gold is accepted, and within our ecosystem, it's portable towards the other elements that allow you to make purchases. In truth, it leverages your household. It brings price stability to the cash that you have, and it allows everyone, as Miss Candace Parkinson would say, boss it up. Look, gold we use, gold we store, and it's because it brings stability to any economy. Now, we're talking about a general economy, but I want you to think about the economy in your own home. Look at this. In 1920, that Model T Ford, $645 US. Why? Because gold and the dollar were matched. They were married together. And gold brings stability as the asset, the hard metal, the appreciator. Okay? So that would be 645 US dollars or a kilogram of gold. Now, economy that offers price stability is an economy where general price levels don't change much over time. So fast forward to 2020. Here we are, 100 years later. You see that car now? I'm sure there's some new bells and whistles. Technology is advanced. I mean, you can avoid mailboxes now because the sensor will tell you, hey, watch how you park. But is it truly worth $40,000? Or is it that the cash is no longer backed by something that helps it to maintain its stability? You see, because it takes, when you have a dollar that's worth 3 to 5 cents worldwide, that means that it takes more of those dollars stacked upon each other to satisfy the manufacturer or seller. I'll bring home another example for you. This is our beautiful cash gold. Here's a sample of it. See, the gold is embodied in the note. Isn't it beautiful? This is 1/10 of a gram of gold. When gold shoots up to $20,000 a gram, this could be worth $2,000. How much did you have to exchange to get it? You see? And it offers stability, weight, value, substance. If you had a kilogram of gold today, you might get 2 of those cars. You'll definitely get change back. See, we're battling inflation. But when you have gold, when you have a pure asset that you can work with, it allows you to create a hedge of protection of your wares, of your products, of your goods, of your services. And it guards against inflation, where prices go up, but the goods and services, for goods and services, but your money decreases. All right. You see that strong, sturdy $20 bill there in 1998? You see how full your cart was, your shopping cart? You had nicknames for it. Call it just the buggy. Somebody get the buggy, right? 2005, the bill got lighter, brighter, but you got less in the cart. Now it's like a Xerox copy. It is so faded, even the cart went away. You find yourself embracing a basket, looking like a picnic. But truth be told, you can take that faded piece of 20, go into the store, and you can probably come out with the products in your pocket because it's not enough to go around. Listen, what did we discover? We discovered that, they always taught about the poor and the middle class and the upper class, but truth be told, you just the haves and the have-nots. But what allowed us to understand how to reverse that trend or that tide? How do we mind shift? We learned the millionaire's #1 secret, and that's exchanging declining paper dollars for the world's tier 1 best appreciating asset, which is gold. Now, when we say tier 1, I don't want to speak foreign to you here. Tier 1 means there's no risk in handling an asset such as gold. Okay, so in the mindset of the have-nots, we were taught to spend. We're trained to spend. We are trained to spend. We spend all our time in education. We spend all our time to get the degrees. We spend all our time to get a job. We spend all our time on the job. And then when we're compensated on that job, we spend all that is compensated. We spend, it goes, it leaves. It's no longer a part of our life because spending is an act of willing away. You're letting it go. Well, where have you paid yourself first? That's the #1 principle in attaining wealth. Everyone has a right. Everyone has a right, family, to hold on to a portion of whatever they've earned. You've earned it for you, but have you ever thought about paying you first, then taking care of everything outside of you? We can guarantee creating that culture and that mindset in a household will change the reality under which you live. When you're able to hold on to your money and grow your money by exchanging paper, which is not money, for gold, which is pure money, you will absolutely be the president, the head of state, the chairman of the board, the CEO, all the superlatives. You'll be all of that under your roof. You and your family have a whole different reality. So when you spend, it goes away, right? And when do you save? Well, you have nothing to save. You got to go back to work. Okay. But when we save, what's the mentality geared around our saving? The mentality is, I want to take that cruise. I want to go on this trip. I want to save up to go to this casino to blow it all. I just want to have a good time. I work and live for the weekend. Man, what we do in our world, we save and we invest in ourselves. Understand, we invested in ourselves by taking this and exchanging it for that. It's not a purchase, it's an exchange. If I ask you for change of $1 and I give you this and you give me 4 quarters, well, that's an exchange. I didn't buy anything from you any more than you purchased anything from me. And we're offering you the power to do that with the cash for gold. So when we save and invest in ourselves, that B&I quadrant again, we end up empowering ourselves through circulation. We circulate our monies. We get it like this. And it starts with us and it stays with us. And everything we do inside of that circle, we do it knowing that it will return to us. It will come back to its point of origin. That's a circulation. If I'm in my community and I spend in my community. I deposit in my bank, or I withdraw from my bank, and then I turn around and I invest in my grocer to get goods and products, and then I bring them home, and I use all the services that I can find within my community, and then it helps my children go to school, or it helps them develop their home or in the same community. And it makes its rounds, and it comes right back around to the point of origin, and it's multiplied. Why? Because every circulation inside that community grows the value of the community. And let me just share this with you real quick, how to appreciate money. See, money loves movement. Money loves speed. Money loves to be wanted, to will it towards you, not spend. And when you will money towards you, when you get in the way of the movement, the motion of money, it appreciates you by growing in value if you possess true money. So we're going to show you right now how you can start a simple and duplicatable business with Karatbars from home. You'll find that financial security and independence. You'll find that hedge against inflation in times of crises. And it all begins with you getting a free gold savings account. Listen, there are two keys to our compensation plan. We leverage ourselves and we create exponential growth. We explode with this opportunity onto the scene. There's a wealth principle attached to this. J. Paul Getty, when the first documented billionaire, said, I would rather have 1% of 100 people's efforts than 100% of my own. I would rather have 1% of 100 people's efforts than 100% of my own efforts. Man, that's just common sense. That's working smarter and not necessarily harder. Now, I'm going to show you some things here to give you an idea of the potential that you possess working from the comfort and safety of home. And I'm going to start with this disclaimer. We are not financial advisors. This presentation is not designed to give financial advice. The following examples show calculations for illustration purposes only and is not a guarantee of income. The only thing that can guarantee your income, I classify them as the 4 Ds. Can you dream? Do you desire? Do you are you determined? Are you disciplined? Because those things will breed the success that you seek, but it all starts with the dream. So here's our compensation plan and explanation. Let's start with your free gold savings account. First of all it requires is your name, phone number, your address, an email address, and date of birth. When you choose your username and you choose your password, you are now doing business and have the opportunity to do business with 146 countries. Well, inside this free gold savings account, there's a Unilevel bonus. Now, this is hot, folks, because what it means is when you save in gold for yourself and you share with others how to do the same, then you draw residual income because it's the efforts of others that you're being rewarded for. In fact, after you secured your free gold savings account, if you want to maximize that bonus, just think 5 people. If you get 5 people to do what you're doing, they'll be maximizing the compensation plan for you. And you can earn up to 6% commission monthly. What do you get from your bank annually? 0.000000. I mean, them zeros go all the way in the wrong direction. And it shows very little interest in you and your growth, but has the nerve to call it interest. We deal out of commission because we're a debt-free company. Gold carries no debt, doesn't have the ability to carry debt, and we don't attract it. You can earn up to 6% commission monthly by saving gold for yourself and sharing the opportunity with others. You're paid once a month in Karatbars International. But let's say you like to have more. Let's say that you don't want to get paid just once a month. Look, I'll give you a pure example. Most of us are very comfortable now. We've been home 5-6 weeks, and you're getting taste of the very freedoms that we teach. You get up when you want. You're not rushing to get out and go. You're spending time with your family. You learn certain things about each other that you didn't pay attention to before because you didn't have time before. You're learning to relate to each other once again. I mean, look at the power in this. You wake up relaxed because you sleep as long as you need to. You find odds and ends projects to work on around the home. And now that corner looks better, or this portion of the yard looks greater, or this is cleaner. You find all kinds of things to do to express yourself. And then what has happened? See, in every adversity, there's a blessing. Now you're dreaming and trying to figure out at the same time, how in the heezy can I find a way of not going back out and selling time for money? That's where you are right now. So in that dual compensation plan, what it does, it allows you an opportunity to do just that. Because in our dual system allows you to get a package. This is a good faith gesture in the world of Karatbars. Acquiring that package allows you then to, allows you then to start your own business. So instead of getting paid once a month, you can literally get paid 5 times a month. 5 times a month. The payments are daily, but it's distributed 5 times a month. Look, you acquire a business package to start your business, any package. Acquire that package, what does the package offer? It offers all the Karatbars products, goods, and services, which is gold and the gold product, the gold byproduct. Man, you see that package and you see what it rewards you. You tell a bunch of people, they do as you do. It's all about duplication, folks. What happens? Boom, the money jumps at you from the comfort of your own home, whether you're at your laptop, whether you're on your phone, whether it's your tablet or your iPad. You get paid as you teach others to do the same, to duplicate. It's very simple. And in that duplication, you acquire what's known as direct commission. Now, you have a package, you acquired a package. But let's say now you, in turn, make that package available to another person. You get a 10% commission from their willingness to exchange for that package. All right. If they give it to a second person, you get 3% off of that. And you don't know where that person did it. Or if that second person gets it over to a third person, you get 2% off of that. Now, you may know that first person. You may know the person he goes to. You may know the next person she goes to. But this is where leverage and exponential growth really explodes. Because suppose you didn't stop at just one and tell 200 like I did. Or Miss Tanisha Glaspie, she's told close to 600. Let's just say you sponsored 10 people. And those 10 people went out and told 10 people. Then you're seeing 100 people at 3% commission. Or if those 100 people went and decided they told 10 each, my God, you're getting 2% direct commission against 1,000 people. And what did you do? Now, you may know the first couple of people. Are you going to know all 1,000? That's exponential growth, and it can happen anywhere in the world for you. The dual team bonus, just as sweet when you leverage yourself and create exponential growth. Because in this system, every time anyone on your left team or right team acquires gold products or business packages, this is known as units. You acquire units, and this is very powerful because when you have 25 on one side and 50 on the other, it generates what's known as a dual team payout, or what's affectionately mentioned in our world, DTP. And it runs forever, family, or infinity for all those real, fancy words. It runs into infinity, okay? And so what happens? Your dual team payout are directly related to the status package you acquired, whether it's bronze, silver, gold, or VIP. So you have your 40 euro DTP, or you have your 80 euro DTP. 80 euros in US dollars is roughly $100. 40 euros in the bronze status, that's roughly 43, 44 US dollars. Okay? But you can be a billionaire at any of those statuses. It's about your drive and your dream, because if you were going to work today and collect your pay for your pay period, how many checks can you get for that one pay period? One check. You get paid so many times in Karatbars in so many ways, it'll blow your mind. Do you know you can get up to 180,000 DTPs a week? You could be a millionaire alone off of a good week with a bronze package, $1.4 million. Listen, our packages are so wanted and so necessary and so needed because it's gold. There's gold in every package we make available for you in the multi-gold packages of Karatbars. You already know about the direct commission and you know about the Unilevel bonuses. You're going to learn about these matching bonuses and how powerful that is because there's more than 7+ income opportunities associated with this. In fact, again, let me just reiterate, 5 commissions per month. That's weekly in the dual system, okay? And once in the Unilevel system, that's 5 payouts a month. Look, and it comes on a privately issued, personally partnered Karatbars MasterCard. Woo. Matching bonuses. Let me show you how gold meets gold. Gold and multi-gold packaging in the world of Karatbars. This is the absolute gift that keeps giving. Look at these beautiful, extraordinarily powerful packages. Okay, all of these packages offer you matching gold matches. So if you get someone to acquire, if you have a VIP package, we always talk about VIP because it's the place to be, but you get in where you fit in, and we'll show you how to even get there on whatever package you acquire, but acquire a package. You see? So 7 generations in as a VIP. You know how the direct commission work? 10%, 3%, 2%, 3 generations. Okay, here, along with those three generations, you get 7 generations of matching bonuses. But what's the bonus? Gold. You almost get 1.5 grams of gold under that VIP package that's awarded to you for everyone that acquires that package 7 generations in. It might be people that you don't even know getting that package over to others. And guess what? If they fall anywhere between that 1 and 7, my goodness, you're rich. And it continues that throughout all the packages. And the package number 1, it comes with gold. It doesn't give you the matching bonus, but it gives you a start. There's so many advantages and strategies to having gold in your possession. Man, you want to get it in. Okay, let's talk more about these matching bonuses because here's another way you get paid. You get paid because you put other people on and they got paid. Now, remember how you got the free gold 7 generations deep as a VIP? Do you know you get free cash the same way? Oh, man, look, I'm getting excited because I'm sure I got a couple of paydays going now as we speak. 7 generations of VIP matching bonuses. But wait, it doesn't stop there. Suppose you're a VIP and your spouse is a VIP with you. That's 14 generations. But let's say each of you have a business that you signed up under yourselves. That's 28 generations. And if you have children or anybody 18 years of age or older in the same household producing the same way, my God, you can't quantify the power or the value of gold. Why don't you learn what it feels like? It all starts from a free position. So you can also do it at the gold status, the silver status, or the bronze status. Each one comes with a generation of matching bonuses that can set you at heaven financially while you live. And if you can't start off at the VIP, no harm, no foul. We already told you you can be wealthy, rich at any level of it. But if you join our 5 and 5 program, which is instantly, as soon as you acquire your package, what does that mean? When you sponsor 5 new affiliates within your first 5 weeks from acquiring your business package at your level or higher, the company will upgrade you to the next highest package status at no cost. Let me give you a plainer example. How would you like to get your package, your silver package, and then you tell 5 people to do the same thing that you did, was acquire a silver or higher inside of the first 5 weeks of acquiring your package? Well, what happens? You move from silver to gold. And then if you get 5 additional people, which wouldn't be hard fetched because those first 5 telling everybody it's going to be fire. Then when you go 5 people go to high, you'll be at VIP. You can actually earn 2 upgrades within the first 5 weeks with no cost to you and all the perks that come with it. Free gold, status, generational matching bonuses. It doesn't stop there. Look, there are long-term incentives that we don't even remember and we get paid for. Man, you can be awarded in Karatbars anything from that beautiful crafted Karatbars leather bag all the way up to that prime property. That's right. Karatbars anywhere in the world will build a property for you. Anywhere in the world, your choice, $1 million, up to $1 million. They'll build that home for you, put keys in your hand, and they'll put deed in your name. It'd be free and clear. You see, if you notice, I'm not doing the Wakanda thing, but I don't have any watches on. I'm waiting on my Rolex, my bicolor Rolex. Not waiting, I'm working towards it because I dream, I desire, I'm determined. And you know what? I'm disciplined. We're going to get this thing, baby. Y'all have that opportunity right here in front of you right now. So our payment system is simple. We told you about that the Karatbars personalized global MasterCard. And when you're diligent about saving for yourself, Karatbars reward you on a whole nother level of loyalty, folks. When you save monthly, consistently in our classic gold, do you know Karatbars after 12 months will start rewarding you gold, free gold? Miss Maxine Jones on our illustrious power call today, she stressed in the overview that Karatbars is the only company that offers free gold and free gold-linked cryptocurrency. Well, let me not belabor points because I know you're ready to get started. Look, we're an international company. We're more than 9 years old. We're not a Johnny-come-lately by any stretch of the imagination. We're operating in 140 plus countries around the world. And when we say that, it doesn't mean that we just get a passport and travel. It means that there are government agreements and contracts that were arranged to recognize gold and the exchange of gold from our hands as a currency. Who else has that power that you know of? Matter of fact, who else has access to gold right now that you know of? Everybody's talking about, yeah, you can't order it here. Oh, we have it available, but it's on back order. Look, we don't have that problem, and you will not have that problem joining on to your own. All of our physical products are delivered to your door directly by FedEx. Karatbars International is the #1 client of FedEx. All of our commissions are paid and privately issued by MasterCard, and we have more than 1 million affiliates worldwide. Don't let that ruffle your feathers. 1 million people sounds like a lot of people, but there are 8 billion in the world. So if you have 10,000 people that come to this opportunity every day for the rest of this year, you still haven't cracked 10% of the population. Okay? But you can make your best stab at it. All it takes is a phone, a laptop, or a computer, or a tablet, and you being willing to share with people what you are doing in this opportunity and allow them to help yourselves. We have a complete support system. You're in business for yourself with Karatbars, but you're not by yourself. It's the Wealthbuilders worldwide principle. We help everybody achieve and succeed because when you grow your teams, we all win. And of course, it's free. I like saying this lately, and I'll say it again here, and I probably won't say it too much more, but look, some of you don't understand the concept of free. You can't wrap your head around it. But let me share this with you. You are born from abundance. There's more air in the world than you can breathe. There's more land than you can walk or build upon. There's more people in the world that you can give birth to. There's more water than you can ever swim or drink or use. You come from abundance and it all came free. You're on a platform right now that didn't cost you a dime to get on. Listen, it doesn't cost you anything to register. Not only that, there are no mandatory monthly fees, costs, or expenses. We provide for you with your free gold savings account, a state-of-the-art 24-hour, 7-day-a-week operational multi-million-dollar software that helps you to track the activity in your organization and keep up with the gold if you can, because it comes so fast. You can keep up with it through this opportunity, through our software. And of course, what is our product? Our product family is 24 karat, 999.9 pure gold. It's LBMA certified. That's the London Bullion Marketing Association. So we carry that high quality of gold that Dr. Sykes envisioned, made a part of his mission, and has since made it available to us. Our grade of gold is the grade of gold that is utilized by nations to pay off debts. Now, if it can happen like that for nations, just imagine what can happen under your own roof, Mr. President, Madam CEO, Madam Chairman, family of the board. Anything under your roof, you can control with the right tools and the right vehicle. So let's go. So you have a complete wealth building machine. I introduced portions of it, but there's a whole world of opportunity inside of this beautiful world known as Karatbars International, and the culture we provide and the education we provide, the financial literacy we provide as a wealth builder in Wealth Builders Worldwide. Our goal is to give people across the world a safe platform and method to transfer from currency into gold bullion, 1 gram at a time or more. It's all up to you. So after seeing this presentation, there's 3 types of people. Might have had you at gold. We probably had you from as soon as you came away from that power call and you were, look, I thought I was signing up right here. Just get back to that one who introduces opportunity to you and let's go. Let's be business partners and shake the world and get on the other side of money together. Or you might be one that's still excited just as I am. I'm almost 2 years in, I'm still fired up, okay? You might be just as fired up and might have questions. Well, that's good because we already told you, you're in business for yourself, but you're not by yourself. Go on, sign up, let's get it in. Get back to that one who introduced you to opportunity. I'm sure they can answer some of those questions, or they'll put you in touch with one of us who'll be more than happy to answer these questions and help you get on the other side of glory on the ground. I don't want my pie in the sky and the sweet by and by. I want my sound on the ground while I'm still around. I want to build a legacy. What's my dream? To be forever. Yours should be also as a child of abundance. Or you might be this one that says, this is not for me, man. I don't know what part wouldn't be for you. Do you want to save money? Or do you want to make money? I don't know. I don't know which part is against you, but it's okay. Until we all figure it out, because I'm not going to wait on you. How about you just go ahead and get your free gold savings account? Because it's all about positioning. Because when you catch up to the fact that the world will never go back to what it was, and it's now your turn now to show the world what it should be, you'll be able to do it with a vehicle such as gold because you'll have your free gold savings account. I want to thank y'all so much for the opportunity to share with you. Get back to the one who offered this opportunity and let them know you're ready to get started. A couple of things I want to share with you. Number one is our next level networker boot camp, which is coming up, www.events.com. You can check it out there. It's May 16th from 12 noon to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's just a registration of $30. You have nothing to lose but your change. You want to be a part of that. And of course, we have the Freedom Summit. That Freedom Summit will happen on the 17th and 18th of July. All roads lead to Hanover, Maryland, to be there with the union, and the additional wealth builders will be there with Team Freedom and the like. And all of us are coming in from all points to enjoy the Freedom Summit. You can also go to freedomsummit.live for more information and details there. And coming soon is our Let's Go Weekend 10. Relentless, baby, that's right. We're going virtual. The information will be coming soon for that. Stay plugged in for details. You will absolutely not regret any of it. Family, we're coming up on Tuesday night's training. Our Tuesday night training is with the coach of coaches, the incomparable, the immeasurable, Mr. Al Murray. He'll be with us tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern on this same platform, www.goldrocks.info. Look, you want to get in, you want to get it in, you want to be there. Let's go, folks. Thank you for your time and attendance. And just understand and know this, when you're in the world of Karatbars, it's the world that works for everybody. Peace and power.